Hey, how's it going? I would like to talk about drone delivery services and what is the current opportunities within the market. First of all, I need to clarify that I haven't done a lot of research within US and not only limited to US market, some of the parts of South Africa as well as Australia and what other companies are doing within those regions, just to better understand what our current market opportunities are there and other companies within those markets and what they are doing and what would be the biggest obstacles to perhaps venture into similar markets and perhaps offering similar services within UK. Perhaps it's worth mentioning that I think myself and other people interested in perhaps opportunities need to make sure that none of those drones would overall oversee health and safety. I guess that's one of those areas that everyone should make sure that none of them would fall on other people, I guess, or nobody would get injured. Currently in US, FAA offers specifications. It's called Part 135 certification, which is certification for packaging delivery drones. For example, for commercial, non-scheduled air carriers similar to private aircraft. One of the biggest obstacles with that certification. Currently, there is a requirement that it might change, but currently, none of the drones can leave a line of sight. So the person needs to constantly be looking at the drone. This one person looking at it, and this license have been given as of my knowledge, perhaps five or perhaps just slightly over five different companies within US who can operate those drones according to those license. I have done a little bit of research and have contacted different government institutions within the UK if there are similar requirements within overall UK's aerospace, and there's currently no particular certification. One that goes close to that, that would be 2.2.3, and it's as it been defined by one person who I had contact with. It says that it's currently being developed and they do not have that certification. But there are some projects within UK who are currently in the process of developing similar services. For those who are interested, there was an independent company who had done research on this particular niche of I consider that logistics and solving logistical problems. I can attach some documents from independent companies and research that they have done. You can find that all of that information on the Patreon account. I can attach different documents there. I might be able to attach it on the different platforms as well. But for those who want to read more, you can find there. Overall, according to my own research that I have done, or taking as an example, Amazon, a dominant force within the market and a well-known brand who is offering delivery services and overall value Amazon's company and overall its operations, that would be 1.38 trillion United States dollars. In comparison, how much that really is compared to if we had to compare that to India's GDP, that would be 3.176 trillion USD. So goes close to a third of overall Amazon's overall operations, comes to as a third of all entire India's GDP in terms of how much that problem could be worth. And overall, all the packages that Amazon is delivering that would be 86% of packages would be 5 pounds or up to 2.2 kilograms. 86%, and those 86% can potentially be done with UAVs, that means drones. So there's a lot of opportunities up there for any companies who can potentially offer those services to industry. And but I don't know yet about licensing. I prefer to before seeking for finance, perhaps from different governments, to take on this project. I would like to deal it myself. I would like to receive a license from different governments. Would that be Europe? Would that be UK? Or would that be US? Once I receive license, so I can do it. Only then myself I would look for funding for that particular problem and how I could solve this problem for entire groups of people, yeah, and potential offer a lot of value. I have published a book. Name of the book is Game Strategy. You can find this book on my company's website, or Top Retailers has this book as well. Feel free to reach out to me if you would like to receive a signed copy of the book. In the book, I'm sharing a lot of information about how to start your own business, your mindset, some of the key insights about how to run day-to-day operations when it comes to business and managing of business overall operations. Uh, I have put a lot of work in the book. I would like to get as many people reading that book if that's possible. But yeah, and perhaps offering some feedback what they think about my work. Uh, Either way, if you like it, feel free to leave a comment in the description and let me know what you think about the book. As I mentioned to you before, if I'm managing a number of different projects, if it would be one of those bottlenecks, receiving a license for different companies to perhaps offering those services. That's just an example, right? So there are a lot of, I think everyone should know about this kind of opportunities. It shouldn't be a secret, perhaps only that's the gist of it. I haven't signed any agreements yet. I can't disclose some information now, but later I'm not sure if I'll be talking about this project, if I'm gonna go ahead and with the overall process and how I'm gonna be completing this project. If I'm gonna go ahead, it might cost a lot of money for me if I will take on this project. I'm currently discussing this as an opportunity for perhaps if there's other people who interested in perhaps collaborating, working together. It would require a lot of different niches involved within perhaps manufacturing of hardware as well as software. Some of the areas that would be challenging, it would be batteries and overall technology, sourcing raw materials, that would be another area. Overall, there's so many different obstacles, and it's not that easy, as many probably knows about venturing in such an venture. But there's a lot of opportunities there. That's the gist of it, and summary. Even now, you probably know that, especially within UK, a lot of mail services, mail delivery services, been outsourced to other companies just because there's a lot of seasons, a lot of fluctuation, and perhaps different processes how other companies are managing these kind of services, and for other companies to be able to bid as I mentioned to you before about a government contract, how you can bid for how much you would be able to solve this problem or particular problem for a government. How much would you be charging companies? I know in Europe they are charging slightly different compared to UK, and the companies who can win those bids, who can offer best quality perhaps for least amount of money, they can win a lot of government contracts. So that's potentially where a lot of money can come from, and how a lot of businesses can win a lot of contracts, I guess. That's one way to look at it. and it might be within its own country's interest to perhaps launch 30 different projects, and who can solve this problem in the best possible way, cheapest, and then best deliver best results. If the government launched 30 different projects to solve this particular problem, and how people would, if people can come up with a solution how we can solve this problem, they not necessarily within UK would need to outsource this problem to international companies, what they're doing right now. As I mentioned to you before, for anyone who is interested, perhaps working on this project, or even better, working with marketing and sales, feel free to reach out to me. Uh, Thanks for watching, and see you next one.